FaZe Nick Mercs destroys Chris, the transgender from Mr. Beast, and then all this drama ensues all over X, formerly known as Twitter. Sneako jumps in, and Mr. Beast himself weighs in. So let's just get straight into it. So this drama all started when FaZe Nick Mercs posted this video on X. I'll play that for you guys right now.
Checking in. Look, I opened Twitter. Bunch of my mentions are he, they, she, hey, they, fucking, I identify as a helicopter. God damn it. And I seen the couple tweets about the doc. I'm as taken back as a lot of you guys are, okay? But the fact remains that these are some crazy accusations. Crazy. Big time accusations. And until we know more, until we know them as fact, until they've been proven with evidence, what are we talking about? What's anybody talking about? As far as the leave the little kids alone stuff, this doesn't make it any further from the truth. Leave little children out of your shit. Have a nice day.
I mean, you would think what he said is not that controversial, but of course, in today's times, saying these sort of things are not allowed. On the internet, people will freak out, including many pronoun people, such as Chris Tyson, you know, Chris from Mr. Beast, the one that is now transgender. So here you see Ava, really Chris, post the video from Nick Mercs and says, "Me every time I post on Twitter, POS." So he got offended. And from that, Nick Mercs decides just to completely go off. So as you can see here, FaZe Nick Mercs said, "You should be ashamed of yourself, leaving behind your wife and child to play pretend. One day you'll wake up and realize what you've done." So that's obviously going to trigger many people, as when Chris became transgender, it sparked a lot of controversy all over the internet because Chris is literally married with a child. Keep in mind that Mr. Beast, who has probably the biggest YouTube channel, props him up and celebrates it and says this is okay. Ava, Chris, gets back into the replies and says, "You've got a habit of putting your garbage input on a situation you have no knowledge of. Also, you and your friend have other things you should probably be discussing instead of making up false claims about me, girly pop." And then Sneako weighs in and backs up Nick Mercs and just goes hard against Chris from Mr. Beast and Mr. Beast himself, who he used to be friends with. So Drama Alert did post about this drama going on X, and Mr. Beast himself responded and said, "Ava is literally always with her kid and doesn't even go on shoots to spend more time with him. Tuckman is always smiling. Not sure why this rumor is a thing." It's like, this kid deserves a father. Sneako then responds saying, "You're one of the most influential people in the world now, Jimmy." That's to Mr. Beast. "Stop pretending like this perversion is normal. You can literally save thousands of kids' lives." This is a valid point that Sneako's making because as we are now seeing, a lot of people are coming out and detransitioning and completely regretting the surgery and the hormone replacement therapy that they were put under when they were adolescents, and these things have irreversible damage. So the fact that someone as influential as Mr. Beast is promoting this nonsense is quite literally detrimental to society. Like, save the kids, okay? Let's stop trying to walk around these issues and try to make people feel so much better about themselves. We're talking about kids making choices that are irreversible. These have lifelong consequences. It's actually like not funny whatsoever. It's not nice. It's not nice to be encouraging this insanity. And then Ava, which is it's so hard to like even read these and be like, "Oh, Ava's responding. It's Chris. He's Chris." Ava says Sneako doesn't see Jimmy putting wells in Africa, helping the blind see, and the deaf hear as saving lives. Only when Jimmy says trans bad will he actually have made a difference in this world to Sneako. Sneako responds and he says, "If you want to pretend to be a woman, do it off camera. Do not be selfish. Do not damage Jimmy's I can't say this word. Philanthropic? Come on, girl, just say the word. Philanthropic reputation. Do not confuse a generation of children by celebrating puberty blockers and genital mutilation." And that's precisely what it is. Sneako just calls it for what it is. Praise God for Sneako in this situation. Ava said, "Mad Jimmy kept the," I can't say this word on YouTube, but the TRANNY and not your loser ass. Sneako responds, "I became my own man. You leached off one and still failed." Ava then responds, Ava saying, "I know you I know I have skin in that company, so you're lying to make yourself feel better. I helped found it. Being your own man isn't sucking off grifters. Have a great time in 10 years when you're only remembered for being a racist. Purple heart. I mean, you can see here Chris, or Ava, is really embodying being a female and a woman with his passive aggressive digs at Sneako. And I mean, they just keep going back and forth, and I mean, that's really it. That's really it, guys. I mean, someone else here, Jack, said Mr. Beast should be ashamed of himself for promoting this to millions of impressionable kids. Now even woke scientists are saying this is wrong, and nations like the UK are banning gender reassignment for kids. Important to note that it's gender reassignment in quotation marks because you can't change your gender. You can't. You can't change your chromosomes. These are immutable characteristics. It's in your DNA. That is who you are. So yeah, very, very interesting stuff. You don't see many big public names speaking out against stuff like this because they are so quick to be canceled by the woke mob. The leftists are seething. They can't stand to hear this. They can't stand to hear the basic truths, guys. Okay, that is what's going on here. So it's cool to see some people that are in the mainstream, or just some people that are big names on YouTube, on the social media, speak out against this, and you'll see them really go head to head in butt heads. And yeah, I'm sure this drama will continue because Chris going transgender has continued to be a controversial topic that has happened on social media ever since he came out. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Who do you agree with? Do you agree with Faye's Nick Mercs and Sneako, or do you agree with the Mr. Beast gay trans team? Let me know. See you guys next time. Bye.